Alfred Wegener and the Theory of Continental Drift. Welcome to Lost Pages of Science. Today we journey into a time when the Earth was viewed as a static, unchanging mosaic, a puzzle with pieces permanently fixed in place. Imagine, however, a bold idea that shattered this view, revealing that continents are not immovable, but are instead on a slow, majestic journey across the planet. This is the story of Alfred Wegener and his groundbreaking theory of continental drift. Picture a world where the shapes of continents, the distribution of fossils, and the clues hidden in ancient rock formations come together like pieces of a grand puzzle. It's a tale of curiosity, persistence, and the courage to challenge established ideas. As we explore Wegener's life and his revolutionary hypothesis, ask yourself, what if the very ground beneath our feet is not as permanent as we once believed? Born in 1880 in Germany, Alfred Wegener grew up with a passion for the natural world. His early education was steeped in meteorology, astronomy, and the emerging fields of physical geography. Wegener's inquisitive mind led him to explore not only the skies above, but also the secrets held deep within the earth. Have you ever felt a burning curiosity about how our world works, driven by questions that seem to challenge everything you thought you knew? From his early academic pursuits to his later expeditions across icy Greenland, Wegener was driven by a desire to understand the complex interplay between the Earth's atmosphere and its solid surface. His experiences in remote and challenging environments nurtured a unique perspective, one that would later enable him to see connections where others saw only isolated phenomena. It was during his studies and early explorations that Wegener began to notice a curious pattern. The coastlines of continents such as South America and Africa seemed to fit together like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. But it wasn't just the matching shapes that caught his attention. He also found striking similarities in the rock formations, ancient climates, and even the fossil records on these distant lands. Wegener's observations led him to a revolutionary hypothesis. The continents were once joined together in a supercontinent he later named Pangaea. Over millions of years, this vast landmass began to break apart and drift to their current positions. Imagine the sheer audacity of proposing that the very surface of the Earth is in constant motion, a concept that challenged the deeply held beliefs of geologists at the time. Have you ever dared to think differently, to question the seemingly unchangeable facts handed down by tradition? Wegener's courage to pursue an idea that went against the grain of scientific consensus paved the way for one of the most transformative theories in Earth science. Wegener didn't stop at a clever idea. He embarked on a mission to gather evidence that could support his hypothesis. He meticulously compiled data from diverse sources, fossils of identical species found on continents now separated by vast oceans, rock strata that matched across continents, and even signs of ancient glacial activity in regions that today have warm climates. Consider the fossil remains of a particular plant or reptile found in both South America and Africa. To many, this might have been a coincidence, but to Wegener, it was a clear signal of a shared past when these lands were united. His extensive research formed the backbone of his theory, suggesting that the continents were once part of a single, interconnected landmass. The diversity and consistency of his evidence were compelling. It was as if nature had left breadcrumbs across the globe, a trail leading back to a time when all the continents were together. This accumulation of geological clues and paleontological findings challenged the notion of a static Earth and introduced a dynamic picture of our planet's history. Despite the robust evidence and the elegance of his hypothesis, Wegener's ideas were met with fierce resistance from the scientific establishment. Many geologists of the early 20th century were skeptical, clinging to the belief that the continents were immovable fixtures. Critics argued that Wegener's theory lacked a convincing mechanism to explain how continents could drift through the solid crust of the Earth. Imagine standing up for an idea you know is true, even when the majority of experts dismiss it outright. Wegener faced ridicule and opposition from those who viewed his ideas as too radical, too unorthodox for the established scientific norms. His theory of continental drift was seen as a challenge to the very foundations of geology, and it would take decades for the scientific community to begin to reconsider his insights. Yet, even in the face of such opposition, Wegener remained resolute. His commitment to uncovering the truth about our planet never wavered. He continued to refine his ideas and compile evidence, driven by the belief that the Earth was far more dynamic than anyone had dared to imagine. While Alfred Wegener did not live to see his ideas fully accepted, his theory of continental drift laid the groundwork for a seismic shift in geology, a transformation that would come with the development of plate tectonics. It wasn't until decades later, with advancements in technology and new research in seafloor spreading and paleomagnetism, that scientists were able to confirm the fundamental truths Wegener had proposed. Today, the concept of moving continents is a cornerstone of modern geology. Plate tectonics not only explains the distribution of earthquakes, volcanoes, and mountain ranges, but also provides critical insights into the evolution of our planet. Wegener's visionary work has opened our eyes to the dynamic processes that shape the Earth over millions of years. Reflect on the profound impact of one man's ideas on our understanding of the natural world. Wegener's theory, once ridiculed and dismissed, now underpins the science that explains how continents, oceans, and even climates evolve over time. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder that bold, innovative thinking can transform our grasp of reality, even if it takes time for the world to catch up. As we explore the legacy of Alfred Wegener, let's take a moment to reflect on some thought-provoking questions. What does it mean for our planet to be in constant motion? How do the shifting continents shape not only the physical landscape, but also the evolution of life on Earth? And in what ways can challenging established ideas lead to groundbreaking discoveries? Imagine if Wegener's ideas had been immediately accepted. How different might our understanding of the Earth be today? These questions invite us to embrace curiosity and to look at the world with fresh eyes, constantly seeking to uncover the hidden connections that define our natural environment. Wegener's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance in the face of adversity. His determination to explore a radical idea, despite widespread skepticism, speaks to the resilience required to push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. His life encourages us to pursue our own passions and to question what seems unchangeable, even if doing so means challenging long-held beliefs. Consider the value of persistence in your own life. Just as Wegener's unwavering dedication led to a paradigm shift in our understanding of the Earth, so too can our personal quests for truth and understanding lead to transformative insights. His story is a call to embrace challenges, to learn from resistance, and to remain steadfast in the pursuit of knowledge. The influence of Alfred Wegener's work extends far beyond the realm of geology. His theory of continental drift has reshaped how we perceive the history of our planet, influencing disciplines as varied as paleontology, climatology, and even the study of biodiversity. By proposing that continents are constantly on the move, Wegener helped us understand the dynamic nature of Earth's surface and the forces that continue to mold it. Today, the spirit of Wegener's inquiry is alive in every new discovery that reveals the Earth's restless character. Modern geoscientists continue to build on his foundation, using advanced technologies to track the movements of tectonic plates and to unlock the mysteries of our planet's past. His work reminds us that science is an ever-evolving dialogue, a conversation that spans generations and transforms our understanding of the natural world. As we bring our exploration of Alfred Wegener and continental drift to a close, let us carry forward the spirit of inquiry and resilience that defined his legacy. His bold hypothesis challenged the established order and transformed our view of the Earth, reminding us that the quest for knowledge often begins with a single daring idea. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the hidden dynamics of our planet. I invite you to reflect on Wegener's story and to share your thoughts in the comments. What aspects of continental drift or Earth's dynamic nature intrigue you the most? How do you see the interplay between resilience and discovery in your own life? Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that our planet is a living, ever-changing masterpiece. This is your host from Lost Pages of Science, urging you to never stop seeking the truths that lie beneath the surface. Embrace the journey, celebrate the challenges, and always look at the world with a sense of wonder and possibility.